Ava doesn't blink on screen. Ever. Ex Machina is directed by Alex Garland. It stars Alicia Vikander, Oscar Isaac, and Domhnall Gleeson. It's the latest in a trend of AI-related movies. Is it consciousness? Is it not consciousness? What do we do? Commentary on the social condition. Overall, very, very well-made movie. Some issues as far as the plot points go. We'll get to that a little bit later. The first thing about this movie is that it takes its time telling a story. Most movies these days that deal with AI or, your iRobots or even The Machine to a certain extent, they're full of action scenes and shooting and car chases and, heroic set pieces. This is a very minimalist film. Primary cast of 3 people, a 4th sort of ancillary character. That's it. That's all there is to the cast of this movie. This is the prime example of a movie that could fall apart if the acting wasn't top-notch, and it is. Domhnall Gleeson's character, Caleb Smith, supposedly wins some sort of a contest to go and be choppered out to the reclusive billionaire owner of the company that he works for, Blue Book, the non-trademark infringing Google of the movie. Now, Blue Book is supposed to be, the world's leader search engine, 95% of all search traffic. And after some very amusingly off-putting conversation, he signs his, NDA and is introduced to the concept that Nathan has created an AI. He says that he created it a year ago, and that the purpose of Caleb coming is to perform a Turing test. Now, a Turing test, for those of you who don't know, is a test that was designed by a man named Turing to discover whether a computer has intelligence. What it does is there's a computer component and a human component, and the human is to interact with the computer and probe its intellect, basically. And if the human cannot tell if he's interacting with another human or a computer, then that system passes the Turing test, and it is one of the hallmarks for artificial intelligence. Now, let me just take this opportunity to compliment Alicia Vikander. Alicia Vikander plays Ava, the AI gynoid, not an android because it's female gynoid, in this movie. She is supposedly the AI that's getting tested by Caleb's character. She is phenomenal in this movie. She talks a bit in some of the interviews about her ballet background and how that assisted her in creating the movements of the character. Side note, the visual effects in this movie are amazing. They are top-notch. You don't see CG, you see Ava as a character, not as an amalgamation of computer-generated images and pasted with a human face. The detail and the level of work that went into the character of Ava is groundbreaking in my opinion. I have never seen CG that looks quite this good, and Alicia Vikander brings so much to the role of Ava. When you combine the two of those, what you get is a truly realized character that is about half and half completely computer generated. Amazing work, and when you watch this movie, there's no higher praise than to say that you can't tell that you're looking at something that was created in a computer. This is a movie that doesn't shy away from talking about the implications of artificial intelligence, and it doesn't do it in an obvious way. The characters discuss real, relevant concerns. In 100 years, in 200 years, are we going to be looked at the way that we look at Australopithecus or the way that we look at Neanderthals? Ready for extinction, we came in, we took over, we're the dominant species. Are we going to be viewed that way? And it does a great job of looking at the way that we as humans treat an intelligence that is artificial, something completely new. There really are very few major plot points to this movie, and that's what works. Now on to some of those narrative difficulties that we talked about, issues with the plot point. The first two acts of this movie are masterfully crafted. The third act kind of falls apart, in my opinion. A movie that has taken an hour and 20-ish minutes to build a very tight, very suspenseful story, then spends 15 minutes unraveling it. It creates narrative dissonance. The movie ends up feeling like a cautionary tale about the dangers of AI. What you're left with is an ending that feels like a betrayal of a character that has been so fully realized, you just don't understand why this would happen. Ex Machina is a fantastic movie. It is a good addition to anybody's collection who loves science fiction, loves pondering the state of man, or just watching good movies with excellent acting and great pacing. It could have been a near perfect science fiction movie. Thank you for watching my review of Ex Machina. If you like this video, click the like button, and please feel free to subscribe. I'll be doing more of these videos in the future. If you have any comments or suggestions for other things that I could review, please leave them below. I've left links to information about artificial intelligence and Turing tests in particular in the description below. That sounds silly.